What's up, Skyridge? So the A-game philosophy was really born with myself and my twin brother, and I got to interview great players, some of the GOATs in the sports world. And I would study them and try to figure out what makes these people great. That successful people have certain things in common. We put together 5 of the principles that we see as commonalities in these successful groups, and we put together the A-game philosophy. We're going to talk a little bit about these 5 principles in the A-game philosophy. Is aspire. Aspire is the first principle of the A-game philosophy. Aspire meaning, what are our goals? What are our aspirations? The second principle in the A-game philosophy is acquire. What are those principles? How do I achieve these things? How do I achieve the different things that I know that are going to make me successful? The third principle of the A-game philosophy is to take those and then apply them. And how do I do that? Okay, and if I do that, then the next principle in the A-game philosophy is achieve. And achieve should just be a byproduct of the first 3. And then the last one is acknowledge. It self-perpetuates that if I do these things, then it will continue, right? I'm trying to continue in this cycle of success, okay? So we're gonna start today with this principle, acknowledge. But we start with acknowledge because it becomes a very important part of this philosophy. Being able to acknowledge the great ones that came before us. But my question for you is, who is on your Skyridge Mount Rushmore? Whether it's a former player, whether it's a coach, maybe it's a teacher. And this is important to acknowledge because it helps us understand where we come from. You take a look at the Mount Rushmore, right? Those guys are up there for a reason. So I want you to think about that, okay? What is the reason? We want to be able to acknowledge the greatness of our history. Now I want you to visualize what that word means, aspire. What is aspire? Aspire is the top of a building, right? Every tall building that you look at, it's got this top, and sometimes it's a very narrow portion of it. The word aspire, the principle aspire, encourages us to set a goal. What do I want to accomplish? Denzel Washington gave a brilliant commencement speech. And he told the graduates, he said, I want you to achieve big things. Go out and achieve big things, that there will be obstacles along the way, right? But obstacles are just part of the plan. The obstacles that we didn't plan on are still part of the plan. Don't let that get you off track. Continue to look up and remember what your aspiration is. Most of us, if not all of us, I would say, we plan on bringing our A game every day. We plan on it. But the A game philosophy is a plan for bringing our A game every day. I want you to remember, for every person in this room, you guys play for more than just yourselves. Every time you're out there, people are watching. They are observing because you represent them. And in those moments where it's easy to get caught up in the moment and you might be on the verge of a penalty because I just lost focus, please remember that we play for more. Remember that message, because I promise you it's not going to be easy. It wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be challenging. That's how we grow. There's purpose in that. So when it gets hard, you're not alone. Remember that you play for more. Thank you.